We discussed the chapter number 1, real number, and last lecture we discussed the revisiting rational numbers and the decimal expansion completed, right? But now we continue the one more theorem statement, theorem number 1.7. Look at theorem number 1.7. Let x equal to p upon q, where p and q are the co-prime number, be rational number such that the prime factorization of q is not of the form 2 raised to n and 5 raised to n. We have already discussed this one, right? Where any number the form of 2 raised to n into 5 raised to n, right? So we can write 2 5s are 10. Okay, where n and m are non-negative integers. So then x has a decimal expansion which is non-terminating, repeating, otherwise non-terminating recurring number. Clear? Okay, now we discuss the example given. Look this example. Yeah, this example. We calculate in our notebook. Suppose you have already studied in 9th standard 1 upon 7. Now calculate here. 7 ones are 7, right? 7 ones are 7. 10 minus 7, 3 reminder, again 0, continue. 7 fours are 28 and 2 reminder, again 0. So 7 twos are 14, 6 reminder, again place one more 0. 7 eights are 56, 4 reminder, again forward 0. 7 fives are 35, 40 minus 35, 5 reminder, again place 0, here put 0. 7 sevens are 49. Now look here, continue the 1. We have, when we start the 1, here again repeat the number. You can continue the division, never can the remainder 0 here, right? So here it is called by the theorem number 1.7 non-terminating recurring number, otherwise non-terminating repeating number. Is that clear? Okay, so here we can conclude that the decimal expansion of every rational number is either terminating. In last lecture we have discussed all the terminating number, and in this one we explain the non-terminating repeating number. Is that clear, student? Do you understand this one? Okay, now we discuss, I think, exercise number 1.2. 1 or 2 question I think remaining here. Before we discuss, first we, I think, example number 2 or 3. First we check here which examples are remaining. Example number, yeah, 1.2 theorem completed. Example 5, yeah. We discuss the example number 5. Consider the number 4 raised to n, where n is a natural number. Check whether there is any value of n for which 4 raised to n end with the digit 0. हमें check, right? Now here we check it. How is it possible the end digit is 0 or not? You have already studied in 5th standard. Fourth key. Yeah, we calculate here 4 raised to n. Put here different value of n. Suppose n, we take n equal to 1. So 4 raised to 1 equal to 4. Suppose we take n equal to 2. So 4 square equal to 16. We take n equal to 3. 4 cube is 64. We take n equal to 4. So 4 raised to 4, answer 256. Now observe all the answer. Here unit digit 4, here unit digit 6, here unit digit 4, again here 6. Remember your 5th standard's 4th key. Whenever you can increase the power of 4 raised to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, anyone. Always the unit digit 4, otherwise 6. Right? So here never can be end with the digit 0. Is that clear? Okay. Again we discuss the continue in detail with the method of textbook. Here we can write 4 raised to n, splitting this 4, so we can write 2 raised to 2 power n. So we write here 2 raised to 2n. Right? When the number end with 0, when 2 raised to 2n and 5 raised to 2n. We have already explained in last lecture. So here 2 into 5, 10. Here only we get the 2 raised to 2n. 5 raised to 2n is here not possible, right? Because 2 and 5 are the factors of 10. So unit digit of power 4 never can be 0. Is that clear, student? Okay, look this textbook in next page also. Yeah, this one. Okay, so only the prime in the factorization 4 raised to n is 2. Clear? So never can be 0. Okay, there is no natural number n for which 4 raised to n and with the digit 0. Is that clear? I think this type of question also give an exercise. Just hold it. Yeah, exactly same question. Here 5 and 6 both question are remaining here, and first we discuss the question number 5. Look here, check whether 6 raised to n. Again repeat the fifth standard. Now you can put n equal to different values. So 6 raised to 1 answer 6. 6 raised to 2 answer 36. 6 raised to 3 answer 216. Now increase the power of 6 raised to n here. Different value, right? But answer is unit digit always 6. So whenever 6 raised to any number of power, always unit digit is 6, never can be 0. Why? Why not possible here? Because now 6 raised to n, splitting this number, 2 multiplied by 3 power n. You can get individual power 2 raised to n multiplied by 3 raised to n. Here 2 raised to n is possible, but 3 raised to n is more number. So we get answer unit digit is 0. How is it possible if 2 raised to n into 5 raised to n? But here the 3 raised to n, right? In last lecture we have already explained when you can divide any number, suppose 16 divided by any number, suppose 2, 1, 10. But reminder, you can divide this one, suppose you get 8 and here 105. So 8 and 105, splitting the number 8 upon 15, 7 za. So 7 is the remainder. Remainder, that means 7 is more number, right? So this division of these two number never can terminating number, right? Fixed decimal expansion. It is called non-terminating decimal expansion. Is that clear? Okay. Do you understood? Now we discuss exercise 1.1. I think before the exercise 1.1, example 2 or 3 are remaining. Just we see that and calculate. Yeah. Look here. Example number 2. Now we discuss the problem sums of Euclid's division lemma. Problem sums of Euclid division lemma, right? Our Euclid division lemma A equal to B cube plus R. Okay. Now look at questions. Show that every positive even integer. So here first we suppose A be any positive integer. But our question is show that every positive even integer is of the form 2q, and that every positive odd integer form 2q plus 1. Right? Our answer is in the form 2q and 2q plus 1. So place here b equal to 2. Place here b equal to 2. So 2q plus r. Our condition is Euclid division lemma 0 less than or equal to r less than b. So reminder, always smaller than b. Here b equal to 2. So 0 less than or equal to r less than 2. So we take r equal to 0 and only 1 because r is smaller than 2. right? Now place here r equal to 0. So a equal to 2q. Place r equal to 1. So a equal to 2q plus 1. So a equal to 2q is even number. Q is the quotient. You can place different value of q. So we get answer even positive integer, right? If here you can different value of q here, so plus 1, so answer we get odd positive integer. Check here also, suppose here we put q equal to 9, so 2 nines are multiply by 2, so 2 nines are 18, it is an even positive integer, right? And here again place 9, 2 nines 18 plus 1 19, 19 is odd positive even odd positive integer. Is that clear, student? Okay, now we discuss this type of question also. Third question, look this third question. Show that any positive odd integer, show that any positive odd integer. So first we suppose a is a positive odd integer, is of the form 4q plus 1 or 4q plus 3, where q is the quotient, q is some integer, right? We calculate in our notebook example number 3 right here. Okay, down the page, example number 3. Okay, here we put Euclid's division lemma, bq plus r 0 less than or equal to r less than b. Our question is positive odd integer. So we take, suppose a is a positive odd integer 4q. So b equal to, place here 4. So a equal to 4q plus r. So 0 less than or equal to r less than 4. So we take the different value of r up to 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. Because r is the remainder is smaller than 4. Now put here r equal to first 0. So a equal to 4q. Put r equal to 1. A equal to 4q plus 1. A equal to 4q plus 2 and a equal to 4q plus 3. Here q is the quotient number, right? So you can choose start with 0, any one, start with 0, 1, 2, 3 and any positive integer, right? Suppose we put here 3. So 4 3s are 12. So this one is even. Okay, here 4 3s are 12, 12 plus 1 13. Here are the odd number. Again 4 5s are 20 plus 2 22, even. Okay, and here 4 3s are 12, 12 plus 3. Suppose we write here different number also. Q equal to 7. 4 7s are 28, 28 plus 3 31. So A equal to 31. That means odd number. Okay, but our question is what? Positive odd integer. So positive odd integer, that means 4q plus 1. Here 4q plus 1 and 4q plus 3. These both are odd positive integer. Check your answer. Yeah, 4q plus 1 and 4q plus 3. Okay, so the answer is right answer. Now we discuss the question exercise 1.1. Now question number 2 remaining, 4 remaining and 5 remaining. 1 and 3 completed. Now we discuss these 3 questions. First we discuss the question number 2. Look your question, show that any positive integer. So first we suppose positive a be the positive integer. Now in the form 6q plus 1, 6q plus 3 and 6q plus 5. So first we write the Euclid's division lemma. Now we discuss question number 2, right? Question number 2, yeah. Okay, so a be the positive odd integer. So a equal to bq plus r 0 less than or equal to r less than b, right? Okay, clear. Now a equal to 6q plus r, because here b equal to 6 already given in our question. Yeah, 6 given. Okay, so 0 less than or equal to r less than 6. So you can take the different value of r 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, clear. Now place here r here, all the values here 0 to 5. So first value put 0. So A equal to 6Q. Right? Next A equal to 6Q plus 1. A equal to 6Q plus 2. A equal to 6Q plus 3. Then A equal to 6Q plus 4. A equal to 6Q plus 5. Is that clear? Very simple question. Very simple question. Okay. So here now Q is the quotient number. You can choose any one. Suppose Q equal to 7. 7 6 are 42. Even number. Okay. 7 6 are 42 plus 1 43. Odd number. 6 7s are 42 plus 2 44. Even number. Right? E1. And here 6 are 36 plus 3 39. Odd number. 6 are 36 plus 4 40. Even number. 6 5s are 30 plus 5 35. Odd number. Now our question is what? Here positive odd integer. So positive odd integer 6q plus 1 6q plus 3 and 6q plus 5. Check here. 6q plus 1, 6q plus 3 and 6q plus 5. Yeah, right answer. Is that clear? Okay. Now discuss the next question. Look your exercise. Now discuss next one. Question number 4 and 5. Here question number 4 and 5 both are same question. Both are same question. Question number 4 we have square and question number 5 here the cube. Only different of this one. Square and cube. But question number 4 hint is given. In your examination hint cannot be given here. Right? In your exam paper. Here in the textbook hint is given. We use this one hint and calculate both the sum. Look the question. Use Euclid's division lemma to show that the square of any positive integer is either of the form 3m or 3m plus 1, where for some integer m. And fifth one, here only the change over q. And in the form 9m plus 1 or 9m plus 8. Okay, now we calculate. Now use the hint. First we give the number, question number 4. Right, what's the hint? Let x be any positive integer. So first we write Euclid division lemma. Suppose a equal to bq plus r. This is the important, most important. R less than b. Okay. Now it is the form of 3q plus 1 and 3q plus 2. Any positive integer. Alright, then it is the form 3q plus 1 and 3q plus 2. So here b equal to 3. Put here b equal to 3. So a equal to 3q plus r. So 0 less than or equal to r less than 3. Where r equal to 0, 1 and 2. Right, now place here the different value of r here. So a equal to, put r equal to 0. So a equal to 3q. A equal to 3q plus 1. Then last value a equal to 3q plus 2. Clear? Okay. Now here q is the quotient. Okay. Now read your quotient. What's the question? Use Euclid division lemma to show that the square of any positive integer. The square of any positive integer. Now square in all the numbers. Here suppose square in both the side. A square is right. Now 3q square is 3 square is 9. Q square is q square. And here more than one term. So first we take the bracket and then after the square. Okay, same one here. A square equal to 3q plus 2 whole square. Is that clear? Any problem, student? No. Okay, continue. So a square equal to here 9q square. Rearrange the term. 9q square. Rearrange the term. 3 into 3q square. Right? 3 3s are 9. So 9q square. Rearrange the here 3 into 3q square. And here expansion. A plus b whole square. 9q square plus 2 3s are 6q plus 1. Okay, and here again expansion 9q square plus 2 2s are 4, 3s are 12q plus 4. Right? Okay, now here again arrange. In first two terms, 3 is the common. 3 is the common. Right? So our answer 3q square in a bracket plus 6q and plus 1 as it is. Common this 3 is only first two number. Okay, again first two number common 3. So here 3 common. So 3q square 3q square. Otherwise, you can split also. Otherwise, you can split also. Our question is what? Look this textbook here. Look this textbook. And question is 3m or 3m plus 1 here. Right? So we can different this number but arrange 9q square plus 12q. Now splitting the 4. Here 3 plus 1. Right? Now common. First 3 digit. Now common. First 3 digit. Only 3 common. So 3q square. 3 4s are 12. And here 3 1s are 3 and plus 1 is your remainder. Now in each and every bracket, in a bracket we can place here m for some integer. Right? So a square equal to 3m. Here again a square equal to 3m plus 1. This one is the remainder, right? And again a square equal to 3m plus 1. Is that clear? So you can square any number of this type of question. We get the answer 3m or 3m plus 1. Okay. Now repeat the question. Use Euclid division lemma to show that the square of any positive integer is either form of the 3m or 3m plus 1 for some integer m. Is that clear? We can place here m in place of 3q square plus 6q because q is the quotient. Quotient is always the integer. We have already done it. Q is the integer, so always the integer and sum of the any two integer answer is again integer. So we can choose here m is the integer. Alright, so again here also m integer. So m integer. Is that clear? Okay. Now here up to this one here the common method. This is the question number 4. Right? Yeah, this here the question number 4. Okay. Now continue this step here. Now question number 5. Question number 5. Again we repeat. A equal to 3q. A equal to 3q plus 1. And A equal to 3q plus 2. Now read your question. Use Euclid division lemma to show that the cube of positive integer. Now we take the cube number. Okay. Now look this 3 result and cube in both the side. Okay, now a cube equal to 3 cube is 27 cube. A cube equal to here 3 cube plus 1 whole cube. And again a cube equal to 3 cube plus 2 whole cube. Right? Now read your question again. Use Euclid division lemma to show that cube of any positive integer is of the form 9m. Right? So our target is 9 common. Right? Now splitting 27. So 9 outside the bracket and 3 cube put in a bracket. Okay. So here q is the integer. So 3q is also integer. So put here 9m. Right, in place of 3q we place right here m. Okay, now here expansion of this formula a plus b whole cube formula. A plus b whole cube student formula. Remember 7th standard formula. A cube 27 q cube. Right, plus b cube plus 3a square b 3a square 9q square into b 1. right? So 3 9s are 27. So 27 q square and 3ab square. So 3 3s are 9q multiplied by 1. So 9q. Okay. Now 1 as it is. Now other three numbers common this three number. Otherwise you can arrange also. One more step right here. 27q cube, 27q square and 9q, and last one we write 1. Okay. Now common first 3 digit. Common the number 9 first 3 digit. Okay, so 9 3s are 3q, 3q square, and here only q and one reminder. Now is bracket values always integer because q is an integer. So place here m, so 9m plus 1. So again 9m plus 1. Here first answer is 9m and second answer is 9m plus 1. Our question 9m is already done it. 9m plus 1 also completed. Now we try to 9m plus 8. Okay. Now expansion this one here. Now expansion. A cube equal to 27q cube plus. Now we can directly arrange this tab. So 3a square b 3 9q square. 3 9s are 27. 27 2s are 54. So 54q square plus 3ab square. So 3 3s are 9. 9 4s are 36. So 36q, and last one b cube is 8. Right now first three term. Common the number 9. So a cube equal to 9 common. 9 3s are 9 6 are again 9 4s are, right? Okay, and reminder will be last one 8. Now this bracket value is always integer. So right here a cube equal to 9m plus 8. 9m plus 8. Right? This is our final answer. So you can read your again repeat the question, use Euclid division lemma to show that the cube of any positive integer. Cube of any positive integer, we take the three number a equal to 3q and a equal to 3q plus 1 and a equal to 3q plus 2. Now cube of this number and convert the form 9m, otherwise 9m plus 1 and 9m plus 8. Is that clear, student? Okay, so here complete the lecture and remaining topics discussed in next lecture. Okay, thank you very much.